It is the mission of the Guilford Green Foundation to promote diversity and inclusiveness throughout the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community and the greater Guilford County region by raising and distributing funds for LGBT organizations and programs and growing an endowment to sustain funding for these purposes. The Guilford Green Foundation seeks to courageously unite community by fostering organizations which advance LGBT persons and issues.
GGF to me is still the central cohesive organization for our GLBT community. To me, the spirit of love and cooperation and camaraderie that this organization has built in our community is incredible.
Guilford Green is very important in the city of Greensboro. I think it brings everyone together, whether you be gay, straight, or whatever. You don't even have to be gay to be a member of the Guilford Green.
Guilford Green, for its lifespan, has created a synergy within our community that you see in very few other places.
I was one of the first founders of the Guilford Green Foundation, and I'm honored to say that we're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year.
In late 1995, individuals involved with Triad Health Project envisioned the idea of a fundraiser in the LGBT community to benefit THP.
We embarked upon a dance party called the Green Party that would be held around St. Patrick's Day.
We were very fortunate to be able to put the word out about a basically gay-oriented party and have the support of not only the gay community but also the straight community as well.
In 1998, the Green Party Committee expanded the scope of fundraising efforts so that funds could be distributed to organizations other than Triad Health Project.
In 1998, we embarked upon the idea of it not just being a dance party for THP, but being an event to raise money for the GLBT community. And we incorporated Guilford Green Foundation in 1998 and secured its tax-exempt status, which was really our first milestone, getting recognized by the IRS as tax-exempt status. There were not many gay and lesbian organizations in the U.S. recognized as tax-exempt.
In 1999, GGF successfully raised more than $100,000 to establish the Guilford Green Foundation Endowment Fund at the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro.
I remember specifically when we talked about developing the endowment. That was a foreign word to many people, to think about having an endowment in the gay and lesbian community, and we had people that stepped right up.
Don Cheney and Lee Huggins were instrumental in starting and raising our first money in the endowment. Those were the first milestones for me.
You finally have an entity that's been created that has a large enough endowment to make an impact for generations on LGBT issues throughout Greensboro forever, and not just for today and tomorrow.
In 2003, Green Queen Bingo began with a startup grant of $10,000 from the Future Fund and has become one of GGF's most successful events.
I'll never forget looking out at Crest Terrace in the downstairs of the Crest Terrace the first night we did bingo and seeing it packed.
It was quite an evening. I think it was just very exciting, and people were really wanting to be involved with this new bingo element downtown in Greensboro.
It's a huge importance because there are so many people, so many times when our MCs stand up and say, okay, who here is straight? And there's 250 straight people there. That's an incredible benefit. That means that there are 250 more people in this community willing to support us and to stand behind the things that we are trying to accomplish and the things that we believe in.
Since its creation, GGF has provided more than $300,000 in funding to various nonprofit agencies in Guilford County.
We've gifted so much over the years, and I think every single organization was important.
When I served on the granting committee and we went through agonizing every little line of a grant application, all of those applications were important to us.
To be able to be supported in that way by this organization that I did know from the very, very beginning was very satisfying to me.
The money that we get from GGF helps us actually work directly with students and provide them with opportunities.
But THP is a big one for me because there are so many people that it helps and so many people that touches. Again, just like the bingo, just like a pebble in the pond, the ripple effect. Our little bit of money to THP makes a big difference in a lot of lives.
The reason we're doing it is to raise money for those organizations and with our endowment to save money for the future. And I think that is one of the most important reasons that an organization like Guilford Green Foundation exists in Greensboro.
In a time when nonprofits and when gifting agencies are cutting back and are not raising as much money, we continue to move forward, and not only do we meet, but we exceed what we raised the last year.
In 2004, GGF partnered with the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro to apply for a national matching grant from the National Lesbian and Gay Community Funding Partnership. Over the course of 2 years, the project raised $500,000 for LGBT causes.
One of the greatest milestones has been the recent Piedmont Unity Project, because for me it was expansion of Guilford Green, the Green Party, in the GLBT community and out to the corporate community and, as you might say, the straight community in Greensboro and the Piedmont Triad.
Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has.
The Guilford Green had a lot of great visionaries, and they still do.
If you really look at Guilford Green Foundation and you look at a list of its major volunteers and donors over its history, you'll see that the individuals who were involved in the very first Green Party in 1996, either on the steering committee or major donors, are still there for Guilford Green.
You know, to me, you know, after 10 years, it's just wonderful to be able to talk about what Guilford Green is doing, the impact it's having on gay and lesbian folks here, and the impact it's having in the broader community.
It is important that everyone understand what our community is comprised of and what we all embrace every day that we walk out of our doors and carry on our lives.
For many people in Greensboro, our community was invisible, and Guilford Green has given us a face in community.